feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride away.
Can't say he's incoherent. Yo, have y'all seen this? By the way, if you haven't joined the academy, we need to get to 5,000 members. We're looking weak. They're telling me that every community got at least $5,000 or more, and they're saying nothing bigger than the chat. The chat ain't big at all. I'm like, come on, we looking weak. We looking weak out here. I need everybody on Twitter. Go Akademiks TV. Go join the community. We need 5,000 people up in this joint by the end of the week. I ain't gonna hold you. Come on, we can't be looking small now, all right? I just seen this on here. DDG ranked Twitch streamers, or not Twitch streamers, but he just ranked streamers in general, but hip-hop streamers, actually. So DDG ranked hip-hop streamers. This is his ranking. Here we go.
It don't matter if Speed got married to Ariana Grande. Akademiks gonna talk about what happened in Chicago. I'm DDG, and I'm gonna do my own tier list of complex hip-hop streamers list. All right, start with Aiden Ross. Put Aiden Ross at super. Aiden really started everything. He started bringing rappers on stream. Me and Aiden and Blueface had one of his biggest streams. It really blew up Moonwalking in Calabasas even more than what it is. Aiden is definitely a pioneer in like hip-hop. See, I don't want nobody to be mad at me, but I'm Dante at C. I only see I'm Dante really just react to music, not really interact with artists. But that's the homie though. I'm just talking about hip hop. Me, I put myself at super, unbiased. It's only one DDG. Not everybody can cross over and make it. When you think of people who ever crossed over from content to music, you're gonna always think of me. I feel like this is definitely the future of music. So I'm really ahead of y'all. Talk to the rappers. For Sean, I don't really know his.
Oh, by the way, I agree with DDG. DDG, I think you're the reason why Ray J trying to stream so badly. The baby been having cooking streams going crazy. Yo, niggas told me the baby is on Twitch cooking. I don't know what his name is. The baby, let's see. He got some, yeah, please say the baby. The nigga be on here cooking. He entertaining, good for him. Here's the thing that.
Now what we doing with this one over here?
See,
you want to move it to a different spot?
Yeah, see. Here's the thing that DDG got over all of y'all. The thing about streaming, you got to strip down your ego. You're the baby on. You're the baby on Instagram with 20 million followers. On Twitch, you're the baby with, here we go, 13.8 thousand followers. The celebrity factor doesn't do it in streaming. Hard work, dedication, grind does it. This is why DDG wins, and that's why a lot of rappers who are trying to stream, they can't compete. DDG, he's a grinder. We all know him from the content creation days. My boy was running up the AdSense video after video after video. Of course, his passion was rap. He got into that. But then he was trying to find the balance, juggle, whatever. This the thing about, and that's what I do like about streaming. You don't get these guys who just come in because they're like, yo, I'm popular, so everybody watch me. No, it doesn't work like that. Just do your Instagram live shit and leave that alone. But it's all about hard work, dedication, putting the grind in. And, you know, having an audience who believes that you give them good content. And that's why, you know, with DDG saying that, you gotta kind of agree with him putting himself in the S tier. Maybe, you know, the only thing would be like, well, yeah, you're an S tier content creator, but might not be a hip hop quote unquote streamer yet. But like, yeah, at this point, as soon as he crossed over, he's S tier. Come on, right?
Definitely the future of music. So I'm really ahead of y'all. Talk to the rappers. For Sean, I don't really know his content. Plus, I might be wrong, but I think he said something negative about me before. Sean C gonna get a Sean B. Your Rage, he did do something with the A-Rage joint. He did get a hit song of being like the basis of a song. Oh, I'll put Your Rage at B. Akademiks, super. Akademiks is all hip hop. It don't matter if Speed got married to Ariana Grande. Akademiks gonna talk about what happened in Chicago. I put Zias at A, and I'll tell you why. And he's my actual home.
Thank you, DDG. Thank you. I really respect that. I've never, you know, I didn't think, you know, hip hop and streaming were going to be so intermingled and intertwined when I first started streaming. And by the way, that's another thing. Twitch, we gonna gotta get it together, okay? We gonna get it together. I know y'all love me. I love y'all. I'll give y'all a little bit of history on it. Like, Twitch gave me a sizable contract to keep hip hop conversations on Twitch. This is before anything ever. All these guys are doing listening part. Nobody was really doing that when they wanted me to do it, and I was doing it naturally. And they said, we just want you to do more hours of that, and specifically just do it in the music channel. And I was like, all right, cool. It's more incentive for me to stream. My thing is hip hop. When it comes to the biggest streamers, we're gonna talk about Speed, Kai, Aiden, DDG at this point. Of course, Rage. These guys, they pull so much numbers, but they do it in a very multifaceted way. I go on DDG's stream. He might have a bad bitch that they doing Taco Tuesday with. He might be on a date. He might be doing something, going bowling with a baddie, right? Kai's just the GOAT. Aiden, we all know how he get down, and he's really always pushing the envelope. Obviously, shout out to all the boxing matches. Speed is the international global superstar of what streaming is and could be. Never claimed to be one of the guys who are edging up in that realm, but I do take pride in the fact that when hip-hop and music and things of that nature, it's not just music, because we talk about a lot of drama, but it's centered around what we love, which is music. I'm very happy and I'm very proud that, I think a lot of people recognize that, be like, yo, when it comes to hip hop, you got to throw Ak up in that bitch. And I really respect that. Thank you, DDG. He put Rage at B. Now, Rage is really an S tier streamer, honestly. Well, S or A, if you're going to say S is only like Aiden, Kai, and Speed. But he's a top tier streamer. I guess they're talking about just hip hop, because Rage does a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? This makes sense with A, Zeus and Bilu. By the way, Zeus and Bilu, I talk to those brothers, and they'll tell you the story too. I talked to those brothers, I feel like it was maybe a year or two ago. I think it was a year ago. And I said to them, man, it was a year ago, because during the battle, I said, you know what this battle has done that I'm happy about? It's brought y'all back to what y'all love, reacting, making content. Now, I can't wait to watch y'all reactions again, because they had cooled out for a little bit. And obviously, they do a great job with streaming. 100%, these guys are legends. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they could be up there as tier 2, but, they're like characters, like, honestly.
Homies in real life. They slowed down a lot, but they OGs. They getting back into it. They live streaming it now.
Okay. DDG, he's thinking just like me. Go ahead, bro.
They was definitely one of the main PR stops for any artist.
Facts.
Black Boy Max, I put him at S. Max is doing the engineering, curating.
I agree with that too. Max, from what I've seen, you're S tier when you're changing the game. If you're one of the OGs, you're S tier. If you pave the way, you're S tier. If you're changing the game, you're S tier. If you're just goated, you're S tier. And definitely changing the game, Max, 100% doing that. You can't knock him. What he's doing with like creating songs on stream, especially this is in the booth like situation, it's made people actually enjoy the process of music. A lot of times with streams, we got to like push drama and push other things for people to be interested in. He's keeping it with interest with music. I like that.
At a very high level. He also putting on a lot of underground artists.
That's the only thing I give him credit for. He did it with underground artists. Right?
Never heard of sometimes. And I feel like that's very powerful. Neon, I put Neon at C. He did help shift the whole Jello movement. And that's a big deal. Kai Sinat, S.
Yeah, Kai's S on every stream list. It don't matter hip hop streams, shit. It might even I don't know, maybe sports stream, like whatever streamer list he's gonna be asked.
Put Kai and Aiden in the same boat of really like being the pioneers and crossing over from streaming to hip hop. This is my list. I feel like this is a solid list. Sean, see if you say something positive about me later on. Maybe we move you up to a B. We just wait till that come out first.
I like this list. Good job, DDG. I think I agreed with almost every one of your placements.